Let's take a look at Pisces 2026 Tarot reading. The three cards that come up for this year are Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, and Six of Cups reversed. Right away, this tells me that 2026 is a year of defending your ground, emotional resilience, and finally releasing the past for Pisces. We begin with the Seven of Wands. This card shows that in 2026, Pisces, you may find yourself needing to stand up for yourself more than usual. You might feel challenged, questioned, or tested by people, circumstances, or even by your own doubts. There is a sense that you are no longer willing to back down just to keep the peace. You are learning to protect what you've built, your values, your space, and your boundaries. This card reminds you, you don't need to justify your position to everyone. You are allowed to hold your ground. Next, we have the Nine of Wands, and this card adds emotional depth to your year. This shows that 2026 may feel tiring at times. You've been through a lot already. You may feel guarded, cautious, or emotionally alert, like you are always preparing for the next challenge. But this card isn't about giving up. It's about endurance. Even when you are tired, you are still standing. And that strength comes from experience. 2026 asks you to honor how far you've come, not just focus on how exhausted you feel. Then we come to the Six of Cups reversed. And this card reveals the emotional release point of your year. This card suggests that in 2026, Pisces, you are finally ready to loosen your attachment to the past. This could be old memories, old relationships, or an old version of yourself. That may be nostalgia. But there's also the realization that you can't move forward while holding on to what no longer fits. This isn't about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself. You are learning that growth sometimes means letting go of what once felt safe. When we look at these three cards together, 2026 becomes a year where Pisces learns to stand strong in the present without being pulled backward by the past. You defend your position, you push through fatigue, and you slowly release emotional weight you've been carrying for years. This is quite strength, not dramatic, but deeply real. By the second half of 2026, you may notice that you feel more grounded in who you are. You are less reactive, less apologetic, and more confident in your emotional boundaries. You don't need to prove your worth anymore. You simply protect it. By the end of 2026, Pisces, this year won't be remembered for how hard it was, but for how resilient you become. You stayed standing, you stayed true, and you finally gave yourself permission to move forward.